Hi guys, today I will expose an extremely controversial topic in Colombia, the possible rupture of hydroelectric Hidroituango. I will show you what caused this tragedy, what are its consequences, and the solution so that these events don't happen again.
In first place, what is a hydroelectric dam? Hydroelectric dam is one of major components of a hydroelectric facility. A dam is a large man-made structure built to contain some body of water, in addition to construction for the purpose of producing hydroelectric power. Dams are created to control river flow and regulate flooding. Dams are just one component of a complete hydroelectric facility, but are one major visible component in the system. The purpose of a hydroelectric dam is to provide a place to convert the potential and kinetic energy of water to electrical energy by using a turbine and generator. Dams act as the place where water is held back and released in a controlled manner through hydroelectric turbines, enabling the mechanical energy of the water to be transformed to electrical energy.
Advantages about the use of hydroelectric dam are: first one, renewable energy. This means that we cannot exhaust it. However, there are fewer and fewer places to build hydraulic plants and even less where those projects are profitable. Second, the clean energy. In this case, the generation of electricity with hydraulic power plants is not contaminant. The only contamination occurs in the very process of the construction of the large power plants. In third place, flexible. By adjusting the water flow, more or less electricity can be produced according to the demand. When the demand is low, the water stays in the dams or reservoirs waiting for the consumption to be higher. It is a source of energy that adapts to our needs. Finally, the stable production. It is a very stable source of energy. There is very little fluctuation in terms of production of the power plants, unless there are changes in the needs. It is usually used to guarantee the minimum energy demanded. If there is water in the dams, electricity can be generated. The disadvantages are, in first place, environmental consequences. In this case, the construction of hydroelectric power plants affects nature, the natural flows of water, and the construction of roads and power lines. Hydroelectric plants affect fish. Their habits are made up of multiple factors such as water level, speed of them, availability of shelters, and access to food. The drainage of rivers downstream of a dam could be complete devastating for fishing population. Therefore, it is always necessary to guarantee a minimum flow or ecological flow that allows fish to continue with their biological cycles. Also, depending on the species, the construction of a dam is incompatible with its life cycle. In second place, droughts. The generation of electricity and energy prices are directly affected by the amount of water stored. Droughts could of course affect it. In recent years, the climate is being altered with periods of drought that are longer than normal, and there have been many reservoirs that have seen their levels below average. Finally, definitive reservation. The appropriate places for the establishment of a profitable hydroelectric power station are practically exhausted, so the startup of new complex isn't usually later. The hydroelectric Ituango is located on the Cauca River, which is born in southern Colombia. It is located close to more than 150 municipalities in Colombia, with a population of around 10 million people. The project is located in the northwest of the department of Antioquia, about 117 kilometers from the city of Medellin. In the case of the Hidroituango Dam, it generated 17% of the total energy of Colombia. The main shareholders of the hydroelectric plant are Empresas Públicas de Medellín and the Instituto de Desarrollo de Antioquia. Now, the situation began on May 7 when there was a collapse in the area where the power plant is being built due to construction problems. At least 120,000 people from 5 municipalities are at risk from the avalanche that could be caused by the rupture of Hidroituango Dam, located in the second most important city in Colombia. Next, I will talk about the fact, causes, and controversies of this problem. In Hidroituango, the problem started when it was built the dam. The Empresas Públicas de Medellín had to divert the Cauca River. To do this, they built 3 fund tunnels. One of these, the largest, was blocked due to heavy rains that have caused landslides in this area since the end of April, producing that the water began to increase its flow, threatening to overflow the dam. The water reached the engine room, causing the possible rupture of the hydroelectric dam. The causes of the possible disaster are: in first place, the poor supervision by the state. Second, failure to comply with NFPA 457, which is responsible for the distribution errors within a plant. This is very important because if this norm had been followed in the machine room, should not have been flooded. Finally, according to the Semana magazine, it states that there were construction errors, changing loss in millionaires, as well as risks of rupture. Finally, the solution to avoid these possible catastrophes are: the state must come into having a more rigorous state supervision of the companies that will be responsible for future projects. This generates greater control over compliance with the standard and construction plans that these companies implement and thus avoid this type of catastrophe. Also, establish routine reviews to avoid these types of threats. This is because it allows the state to have better control of the possible risks of the project. Thank you for your attention.